I was with a friend of mine. I've known him since college. I've seen him in the last couple of years a couple times because he lives in another state. We were walking next to each other and he said, "How tall are you?" And I said, "Why, do I look taller?" And he said, "Yeah, you seem like you're a lot taller." And I said, "I am." Okay, that's my whole thing.
I'm gonna have to learn the Karen way. I
Yeah.
want to reach 6 feet.
Really?
Well, all right. I don't think I'm gonna visualize myself into that by the time I drop dead. So I don't know.
I don't know. You can, things can change.
All right.
This whole thing, I just did an interview with this guy named Dean Radin. Dean Radin is freaking
Mhm.
brilliant, and he studies psychic phenomena, including psychokinesis, which is affecting, it can be something like affecting your body.
Okay.
So, and it's all using, the power
All
within.
right. I love it.
I did too.
Let's use your power right now to work on the front squat.
Yeah, front squat. No, doing the other squat. The
Single leg squats.
yeah,
Okay.
single leg squat. Is that okay?
All right. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Keep on. Get to 25 at least. You're by 21 right now. Relax your mind. Okay. Keep on. Try to reach 30. 26. Come on. Keep on. Stay right there. 20. Good. Good. Good.
Yeah, that felt good.
That was real good. Yeah, it makes you laugh, actually.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Okay, it's gonna take a moment, but that feels good. Yeah, we have so much power.
The hardest part now is that you have to do a second leg.
No, I'm ready in a minute.
That second leg is horrible. Sometimes when you do the first leg and you do a lot, that's what your worry is, like, oh my gosh, that second leg, you still have to do that.
But I like it. It feels so good to do this.
Yes.
Thank you for your help. I really appreciate it. Okay,
Wow. You ready?
I think so. Maybe not. We'll see. Thank Okay.
Remember, the second leg is always scarier than the first leg, because usually by the 10th, you're gonna be like, my gosh, I have to match that. Just gotta visually get relaxed. All right. So
That's
don't over hyperventilate. Relax your breathing. especially in the second leg.
Thank
Because if
you.
not, you're like quick, you're like start getting desperate.
Good. Thank you. Yeah, that makes total sense. Oh God. Oof.
Told you. That second leg was a killer.
Yeah, I didn't even get to the same amount.
No, you needed to rest a little more in that one,
Yeah.
in between them.
Okay.
Which is your stronger leg? That's an important thing.
I think they're pretty equal.
They're pretty equal. All right.
Normally. Ow. Yeah, normally they're pretty equal. I
If
think.
they're equal, then start with different ones each time.
Okay.
If one's just weaker, like my right is always gonna be stronger than my left, I always just start with my left, match, and go beyond with my right. Because the left is never gonna match what the right does. The right is just gonna beat it completely. So in your case, if they're basically equal, then switch up back and forth.
That's a good idea. Okay. Oh.
My right leg is so much stronger that it doesn't matter that it's second. It's always gonna match, and it could even do more.
From what makes it so stronger?
It's just the way I'm built.
Really?
Yeah, it's just the way that you are. Same way as my right arm is actually stronger, but my left arm is bigger. But that's because my right arm is actually longer. It's 1 inch longer.
Huh.
So it always makes, that's why I have a bone spur on my right shoulder, because if you realize on the bench, if one arm is longer, that means you're lopsided the same way as if you're pressing or any kind of move, if you're curling. So imagine the bar could be 1 inch further out. So I have to like adjust myself to make the bars even, because it's always uneven because one arm is longer. So the leverage is separate, is different. But
Wow.
my left arm looks bigger from the side. Why? Because it's a shorter arm, same muscle in a shorter area. The
Right.
other arm is smaller because it's a longer arm, same muscle, but stretched out. So you see, just the way it is. You're not, everyone's not built like Arnold, that you end up looking like a champion because you have good symmetry.
Right. That's so interesting. When you were talking yesterday and you said, if you're a slender person, I'm just trying to massage my legs. If you're a slender person,
And strong. If you're already slender and strong, then it's hard to gain size, because all you're going to do is you're going to get stronger without getting bigger.
but that's what I want. I don't need to get.
Well, yeah. Well, most women, that's what they want. Most women
taller.
want strength, but they don't necessarily want to be huge.
Right.
Obviously, they don't want to be real thin. You want to have nice sized legs and whatever, but you still want to look girly. You don't
Right.
want to necessarily have to look like a guy
Right.
to be strong. But if
Right.
you notice, most women have nice sized legs, nicer than guys. They usually have, on average, nicer sized thighs already to begin with. They already have better shape in their legs, and some of them are just as strong. You don't have to be big to be strong. That's the difference. But
Yeah.
for guys, I've noticed that if you're really strong and thin, it becomes a problem gaining size.
But it's
Because
not a problem.
you gain size as you lift weights as a response to needing more size to lift bigger. But if your body could lift and you're small, now you have a real problem because there's only so much you're going to lift. It's not like you're going to go, well, I'm going to lift 2,000 pounds. Well, it ain't going to happen. So but now you're limiting, you're so strong that you're limiting your capacity to grow.
That makes sense.
So it's almost better to be big and weak, because then you could, as you lift and you lift, anything that you add just makes you look bigger and bigger. While the other guy might be out lifting the other guy and not really. And people go, hey, why don't you work out? People told me all my life, hey, why don't you work out?
And you've
And I
always
lift way
been
more than them. And you're like, well, well, I know I lift more than you. So
yeah, because what you do, it seems like you lift more than most of the big guys. And
so
so
it's always a catch. Like, all right, but no one really cares what you lift. That's the reality. No one cares what you lift. You got to look like you lift.
well,
So,
I mean, I care more about being strong.
yes.
So
But
much
see,
more.
remember, guys are like roosters. You have to be a rooster and show something. So if you could lift, but no one could tell that you lift, what does it matter? What are you going to go around lifting things up in front of people?
Well, I bet you'll be healthier for the rest of your life.
Maybe, I don't know.
I think so.
Remember, the only thing required for death is just to be alive. You don't even have to be, you could be unhealthy and live a long life, and you could be healthy and drop dead tomorrow. So the only thing required for that part is you just gotta be alive to be dead.
Yes, that's exactly.
Unfortunately.
That's exactly true. Oh my God, I can barely walk. Oh. You're good.
So now overhead press.
Yes.
Your legs already hurt and you gotta get down there.
Yeah. No, it goes this way.
Bring your elbows more to the front at the bottom, not so far to the side, right there. And keep your lats tight and then push up. This way you allow yourself to completely rotate that shoulder.
Yeah, that feels good. I'm gonna go down, okay?
Yes, go down. Maintaining your posture, just like the perfect. Good. Wow. That was a great effort.
Yeah, that felt really good. Okay. Oh my God, you're making me so much stronger. I really appreciate it because you helped me go to a longer.
Well, that's the idea.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea. Now, when you're doing that one, right? Try to lower right at the rep that you know that the next one you're not gonna be able to get all the way up.
Oh,
So
so
while you're doing the first one that you're standing, you're gonna reach a point where you know that the next one's not gonna go all the way up. You know it. So then you're better off lowering and continuing to get as many complete ones at the bottom than exhausting yourself at the top, because then when you get to the bottom, you're already really exhausted. So
right.
what you want is to have a couple of more at the bottom where you're able to move it all the way. So don't waste it on that last rep at the top where you're like pushing and you can't move, because that really exhausts you. And then when you get to the bottom, sometimes you can't get more reps.
Right. That makes total sense. So when it's going, I can't even.
Once you're gonna know there's a point where you know you're not getting that next rep. You're only gonna go halfway. So
Okay.
in that one, make the mental choice. Okay, I'm going down and I'm gonna try to get as many complete reps here at the bottom. That's gonna help you get more standing reps.
Right. Okay, good. Oh, I see what you're saying. Nice.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. That doesn't look good, but I don't care. We used to do this on each other's biceps when we
Yeah.
worked when at the beach. And so two people, one person on each part, and it felt so good just to shake them. Okay.
So recovery is always gonna be faster for women.
Why?
Well, because smaller muscle requires less recovery to go into the next workout. Plus, you have better endurance. You simply do. But let's say a much bigger person that just went to failure requires more time for that muscle to recover,
Right.
because they had to move much more oxygen. No matter what, they had to move much more blood and oxygen through a body. So a 300-pound muscle individual is always going to take longer than a smaller 170-pound individual, even if they're lifting the same amounts. It's just that the recovery is going to be longer for somebody that has more muscle mass.
Right. That makes
Usually.
sense.
All right.
Yeah, because it's more transportation
Yeah.
of oxygen. It has to go over a bigger acreage.
Now, obviously, you could train to speed that up, but regardless, it's always going to be more harder. The recovery is going to be a little longer for the bigger you are.
Fascinating.
Chest press now, right? Or are you going to do front squat?
No, but triceps.
Oh, that's right. Triceps. Okay. Try to keep your elbows when you're at the bottom more high, all the way up. So there you go, right there, and let it come back like that. Let it try to see if you could actually let it stretch all the way to the bottom. That's where it's at. That's where the pain's at. That bottom part is where the pain's at in this move.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's horrible. No.
That is just terrible. Ah. Ah. Ah.
You're gonna have to find a smaller band for this,
Ah.
because this move is just way. So you're using the same band that you're shoulder pressing, and this move is just very hard to do it, especially with the same band that you're shoulder pressing.
Okay, I have other bands. I just didn't.
That way we could get you more reps. This
Okay.
move, you're better off served by doing more reps with a lighter weight.
Right. Right. Maybe I'll do front press from here on this lighter one.
Yeah, the shoulder press with that one, and then but the overhead tricep extension with a lighter band.
Yeah, I have a lighter band. I just didn't bring it.
Okay.
I'll do front squat. No, I'll do press, chest,
Okay.
and then if I can, the front squat. Because
So how was your mom yesterday?
Oh, she's so cute. Yeah, we went on a 2-hour walk. She was funny though, because she was great during the walk, and then we get back to where she is, and she sees the bed, and she just like goes right towards the bed, and she was out. So there wasn't even
I
that
have
long.
my power walk. Now I have my power nap.
She's she's so affectionate. When we walk on this bike path, and there's these tunnels, and they're metal, so they have really good echo.
Okay.
So while we were doing it, while we were walking, I always do this. I sing, "I love my mama," and then she sings, "I love my daughter."
All right.
Oh, that's like every time we're in a tunnel. And we do hug alerts. I'll go hug alert, and then she grabs my finger, and then we pull and we hug. She's
Very
really
good.
Yeah. She's pretty. She's good. Okay, ready?
It's nice and tight.
Yeah, I think I have to do another one.
For this one, come closer to the camera. I don't need to see the foot plate.
Right. Okay, now it's a right spot. Okay, just gonna do this then.
Okay.
Okay.
Right there. Don't go back for it. Right there. Do you have the red band of this one? Of the 32-inch?
No, is that harder or weaker?
Harder. Get it.
Red series still 32.
Yeah. Because you're gonna outgrow this one pretty quick. You right?
Yeah, I'm good. It's good. It feels really good. It's just you need a little recovery, but it feels really good. Feels really good.
You're gonna do front squat? All right.
Just need a moment.
Yes. Because that's the one that always no one really wants to do.
It's good. I like doing it. It's just if after I've done the other ones, the other leg squats, it's harder to do it.
Well, but the good thing about it is that you know that you're not doing another one. That's the single leg squats, you know you're doing another one, so you're always like, oh, but with the front squat, well, I'm just gonna do it and that's it.
Oh, I didn't think about that on the other squats. Oh, yeah. Did the couple come, and was the guy, the ones that are behind you, and she was decorating the pool?
Yeah, they're still they're here and they're here until tomorrow. And then somebody else comes in tomorrow. Luckily, the ones tomorrow come late.
Good. Do you mostly have Airbnbs or do you also have like homes that
We
you're
have homes that we have in lease options, right? We also have homes that we have just regular renters, but we're trying to get into a lot more Airbnbs because there's just less headaches with Airbnb and more money. As unfortunate as everything sounds in life with that, because that causes actual problems with long-term rentals because it's increasing. Like no one wants to buy long-term rentals anymore to be a renter for regular people. Everyone wants, well, why would I want to buy something for, let's say, there are people that have bought a house for 2,500, let's say $250,000, and that house is producing in Airbnb $10,000 a month, right? So who wants to buy a 2,500, let's say $250,000 house and rent it for 1,000 for like regular people? No one, right? Because you see that there's such a disparity between the income that could be produced between some and that everyone wants the other thing rather than dealing with long-term rentals and low payout. Whereas before people did let's say the profit per house per door was $200. No one accepts $200. That's not viewed as anything anymore. $200 per month is viewed as a total waste of time. And now people want like extraordinary amount of money per door that took you years to get before, where they could sometimes get it. They do a deal and all of a sudden you're making $10,000 per door. And you're like, what? But it's causing problems society-wide.
because more people don't have a place to live.
Because if you're competing, let's say for rentals, and why would you want to rent a house to somebody for $2,000 when somehow you can make 10,000, but now there's not going to be any houses for $2,000 for people to live at, right? So it becomes problematic.
What's the solution?
I have no idea what the solution is. The solution is sometimes you will consider, yeah, it's a great way to make cash, but it might have to be somehow legislated out depending on the circumstance. Because if you just allow it all the time, you see where it could go. And I'm coming from the point where I understand that it makes me the money, but I understand that that's a problem at the same time.
You have something that I wish more people had, which is empathy and compassion. To even be aware of it.
Yes, I'm very aware of it. To me, it bothers my mind sometimes.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. That's tricky. I appreciate that you are aware of others and that you care. It's a good sign. It's a really beautiful part.
Good. Remember, think down, not forward, or not back, right there. Try to go as straight down as possible. Keep that bar going straight down. Your knees go forward. You sit down between your legs. Back up, right there. Right up to like right there. Squeeze. Good.
Oh, oh, oh,
Go down, go down.
oh, oh.
You ran out of breath there because you held your breath for a long time.
You did?
Yes, you did. And the last one, you held your breath for a long time. You held your breath for like 2 reps, and then you let it go, and then you lost it all because you had held your breath.
Yeah, I'm very good about breathing, but I was trying not to breathe as much loud. Thank you, Maykell.
You did good.
Thank you. That's so fun.
All right. You have fun. We'll see you if we do it tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, thank you. All right,
Okay.
have a wonderful rest of your day. Appreciate you.
You too. Bye-bye.